Welcome back to 18DiecastCars, and in today's video this is going to be the long-awaited collection video for the 200 subscriber special. So all I would like to say straight away is thank you for the great amount of feedback from you guys over the past, it's nearly a year now, of me starting YouTube. I think the anniversary is going to be on the 9th of September, which is going to mark the first year of 18DiecastCars. So, as promised, for the 200 subscriber special, I said I would do the full collection video. So we're going to start off with budget model cars like Barago, Maisto, Mondo Motors and Welly. And I think that's all, I believe. Yes, just Maisto, Barago, Welly and Mondo Motors. So the actual way this is going to work is I'm going to go around each individual car and tell you like a bit about it and what car it is, and obviously all cars are in the 1/18 scale. So this is more of just a 1/18 collection, as I do have a few 1 in 24 cars, but I don't really like them. I prefer the 1/18 scale. So there will be a picture at the end, so you can see what the actual like camera vehicle looks like, because I thought you guys might want to see this because it's actually pretty cool. Right, so the first car we have in front of us is the 1/18 Lamborghini Huracan by Barago. Then we have the 1/18 Reventon by Barago. Then we have the 1/18 Gallardo by Maisto. Then the 1/18 Aventador by Maisto. Although this Maisto Aventador is actually like really off scale. It's a lot smaller than some of the other cars, and especially like if people who have watched the triple unveiling video, you'll notice from the other Aventador that this looks so much smaller. It's really off scale. Then we have the Diablo. The 1/18 Diablo by Maisto. This is quite an old model, quite hard to find. Then we have the 1/18 Corvette. This is the Z06, Z06 I think, by Maisto, obviously 1/18 scale. Then we have the Dodge Viper, the GTS by Maisto. Then the SL65 AMG by Maisto. Then we have the SLR by Maisto, which is what I like to call Spider-Man's car. It's blue with a red interior, and it's not something I would consider anyone buying ever again, really. It's if you're going to buy this, I'd buy this in the silver, because the silver comes with the same red interior, but the silver actually looks good with it. With the blue, it doesn't do anything for me. And it actually is the same as the SLS by Maisto. Their SLS, they do it in a blue with a red interior, so avoid the blue as best possible. Or what I would just say is just look out, see if there's any deals on the Mini Champs SLS, because that's just way better. So then we have the 1/18 Porsche 911 GT2. This is the IBM, sorry. I believe it's the bank, is it? IBM? I believe it is. No, it's the GT2 by Maisto. It was part of their GTE series, where they only did racing performance cars. I think there was the BMW, I can't remember what they call it, like the Z9 or something, I think. And that was in the same series, and there was other Porsches, and there was like old. I think there was something like the old Peugeot. There was like an old Peugeot, like Formula 3 car or something. I think it was in the same series. I'm not sure, that might have been a different one. So then we have the 1/18 Corvette Stingray by Maisto. Then we have the Camaro SS. This isn't the Z28, although they do a Z28 in the Maisto collection. But that's usually like a light blue with like a black soft top roof. But this is like the convertible with the soft top down, and this is the SS, not the Z28s. So now we have the Ford Deluxe, I think it is. Ooh. Yes, the Ford Deluxe by Maister, the 118 one. Then we have the 2015 Ford Mustang GT by Maister. Let's just back up. Then we have the Camaro SS by Maister. It's the Bumblebee version, pretty much. It's the one that I've had like a slight problem with, because I kind of like dropped it. And it's got a slight scuff on the front light here, and another one that's a bit bigger on this side. Then we have the Dodge Challenger by Maister. This is the police one. It's got the full what's it called on the front? I've forgotten the name of it. Wow. Bull bars on the front, and it's got the clear police lights, because the blue and red ones wouldn't look as good. Then we have the original Mustang GT. This is the convertible version in like a silvery colour, and I did like that a lot, but I ended up trading it with my dad, so that's kind of where that one went. But that is still in my room, where all my cars are mostly kept, so if anyone needs a video on that again, then that can be sorted out. Then we've got the god-awful, way off scale, a lot bigger than 118, but it still says it's still like branded as a 118, but I think it's more like a 117. It's just that much bigger. It's the obviously Maserati Gran Turismo by Mondo Motors. Would absolutely avoid. It actually looks okay, and I did the wheels black, but like the back is just the lights. They could just come off. It's not even worth it. Not something I would recommend at all. Then we have the Maserati Grand Sport. This is the convertible version in yellow. Then we have the BMW M3 E92 by Mondo Motors. This is another one I would avoid. Same like the Gran Turismo, just not built well. You'll find it very expensive. I think this was about £40, and it's just not worth it, considering you could have something a lot nicer for the same price. Now we have the 118 Maisto M5 in the dark blue, and the only problem with this is the fact that the back doors don't open. But apart from that, that's one of Maisto's best models of all times. Just because of how well it's done and how cheaply you can find it, and you can find it in this colour and silver and like a really dark red. Then we have the 118 Maisto Z4. I don't particularly like this colour. They do it in like a new silvery blue colour, which doesn't look half bad, but I think the wheels need changing, because they actually did some nice M wheels in this. And they look really nice. They were like some twin 5-spoke ones that were on the Z4M, but I think it's just obviously it's the SE and it's just the base model, so I understand why those wheels are like that. Then we have the Welly Porsche 911 Turbo, which is actually really nice for what it is. I was considering actually putting it in the high-end models, just because the detail on that is better than most of the Maistos. The build quality is quite bad because it's an older Welly, but it's still a nicer car. Now we're on to the high-end models. So we have the GT Autos, the Range Rover Evoque, with its opening, the folding and opening mirrors, which are pretty cool. And it's got a little button underneath, I didn't realise, to open the bonnet. A bit like some of the Mini Champs cars. So then we have the 118 Hot Wheels Elite Ferrari 308 GT4, which looks really, really nice. This is the car that I brought back from America, if most of you remember. Then we have what was featured in the surprise diecast car video. We have the Ferrari 458 GT2. by Hot Wheels. Then we have the Kyosho M3 E46. So this is a convertible version. It's got this like green interior, which isn't very nice, but it's a nice black. And we had a lot of problems with this actually. The whole like windscreen wiper came off, and now like you can see there. But still, nevertheless, it is a nice model. I would prefer it to be non messed with. It's just, I got this car quite a while ago, and this was something that I had from a kid. I'm not necessarily saying that I'd actually did that, but I don't want to start blaming anyone, but it was someone else, and they call like their like cardigan in the windscreen wiper, and then it took it off, which is a shame because these models are now going on eBay for like 200 quid, and not necessarily saying that I'd sell it, but it would have been nice for it to be in a new and good condition. Now we have the M4 by Paragon Models. Probably one of the nicest BMWs I have in my collection, along with the next car, the 6 Series Grand Coupe. These both models were actually dealer editions, which is a good thing for resale because they always go for more. But I doubt I'll be selling these two at all. Most of you know that my granddad has the M4 in the blue colour, and that was the backdrop for the Q&A video. Then we have the Mercedes-Benz SLS. This is actually really nice, and I got this for such a cheap price. Everything's like £30 from CK Models, so always check out for their deals because they always do really good deals. And this is so much better than the Maisto version, so it's something to always look out for. Now we have the Porsche 911 GT3. Not the RS, this is the 991. Or the 911 you could say. And this is made by Mini Champs. And this is probably the nicest Porsche I have in my collection out of the three. I have the Maisto GT2 and the Welly 911 Turbo. Even though this is an easy winner, it's still a lovely car. Now we have the Opel Ascona. This is a Sunstar model, and it's part of the Classic Rally collection. And we have this little like little cardboard cutout, just to say that it is certified and what number it is, which is number 622. Nice model, good birthday gift. Lots of detail for it is. Try open the bonnet. There we are. Love a model. Always going to be a nice car in the collection, something different. Now we have the Jägermeister BMW M3, the E30. Really nice model. Unfortunately, it's actually not mine, it's my dad's. And this has got like a really cool engine mechanism, and that opens like that. And that's got a really nice finish to the engine. This is made by Auto Art, by the way. And then the last car on the list is the Lamborghini Aventador. This is the one by Auto Art, and it's got the certificate of authenticity on there. And this is in Itachi green. Now, someone said that in the triple unveiling that the green was so bright. Now, I understand that it is so bright, but like in the flesh, it is such a nice colour. And they even did say that it was such a nice colour. They just said it was just really bright in the sunlight. But this now has to be, I think, the most expensive car in my collection. As most people know, as you can tell, that I have a lot more budget model cars, which is sort of what my channel features all the time. But there is a lot of cars missing because a lot of the cars that I review on my channel are either ones that I borrowed from relatives, such as my dad or my granddad. So there is stuff like the 1 Series by Paragon Models, the X5, and the 3 Series, the E92 convertible. They're quite recent. Then the M4 in blue, and a lot of the Maisto Audi R8 and the Maisto Audi RS4 Avant, not Avant, Cabriolet. They were all borrowed, but there was a lot of other cars that was borrowed as well, because all these cars here are the ones that, apart from the M3 just to the left, these are all the ones that are in my room and stored in the shelves and stuff. Now the one thing that I was worrying about with this video was going to be the fact of, with it being you see, when people do the collection videos, a lot of people actually like show where they store them. Now, I would happily do a video to show exactly where I store all my cars, if that's something that you guys would want me to do, as I feel that that is something I missed out in this video. Really, this video is just to show all the cars in one place. So I'd like to just say a last minute thank you. Thank you for 200 subscribers. Really, I think in the whole year, which it hasn't even got to yet, I think I've gone a lot further than I've seen some other people do, and that's not to be gloating or anything, but I think the continuity and the reliability of my videos shows that the reason why the subscribers have gone up really quick is the fact that people can rely on me as one, and that people can find my videos entertaining and informational at the same time, which is something that, you know, is always nice to have back. So a big thank you to all of you who subscribe and to the newcomers. So thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe. Bye.